like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, here up in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, skrilling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
This organization does a really good job. We're going to reestablish ourselves as a winning franchise and developing a winning culture. And if you want to be a part of it, then you'll come. If you don't, then we'll beat you.
Fuck yeah, AJ.
Standing on biz.
Hey, it is what it is. Alex Braggy, little Braggy poo. Thought he was too good for old Chris Ilitch's money. No, I'm not gonna take that angle. But he wanted to go win. You wanted to go win with the team. You just got your ass swept, and you were great, Alex Braggy. Great performance. He was lighting everything up.
Everyone had to keep moving.
Not good enough, bud, because you got fucking swept out of the city, huh? Oh, dude, I love it. I love it. This is crazy. Like, this is truly Team of Destiny type shit.
Our team's a fucking war machine.
Back-to-back walk-offs to beat the villain who turned down the money and was in here with a hot stick. Pause. And you look at...
That's crazy. You went there.
You look at... I mean, it's
technology.
They
call it a bat,
a hot stick, dude. You look at Scooble, not his best stuff. I mean, still punched out 11, but he obviously gave up the 5 runs. This is just winning baseball. I know it sounds kind of cliche. Benetti and Dirks have been mentioning it multiple times, obviously the past 2 games, but like, these are the wins that build character. These are the wins that they truly do. Like, and even a locker room that's been as bought in as the Tigers are with the gritty takes, these are the things that fuel that. And it keeps it going through the long season. When you have stretches like this, boom, game 40 or whatever it is, back-to-back walk-off hits that gets a team going to sweep the Red Sox. It's truly starting to feel like Team of Destiny. It's crazy. It's getting more Team of Destiny-y by the minute. Like, every game, it's like, oh, yeah, Kerry Carpenter, they went to hit the home run to put him up, and they fucking alley-ooped it back into the field
that was crazy.
To have an out. That doesn't matter. We're going to go up there and we're going to hit the walk-off Justin Henry Malloy off a 99 center cut fastball from our oldest Chapman and just put it right up the gut.
Badu with a beautiful fucking catch, too. That was sick.
Yeah, Badu made a great catch.
Yeah,
Torres, great slide.
Torres, the
Riley
fucking
Green,
guy.
great slide. Riley Green with a bomb. The Oralist one went out there and he had a great game.
It's a bad take.
It's not a bad take.
Stop standing on this.
It is.
It's an awful take.
It means
Did you see Flannel this morning?
It means, yeah. Flannel doesn't even believe in Aura, but Flannel's projecting because he said Riley Green should be in the minors. But this guy, so he's projecting that on me.
He's apologized.
It's fine. He's just because he doesn't even believe in Aura. So for him to get that upset over it is because
he got upset over your Aura statement?
Yeah.
Really?
And then he texted. He was in the PDE. He's like, Aura isn't a thing, by the way. I was like, Flannel.
What did he say?
No, he was just saying that I don't know.
There's I caught one part. He's underappreciated.
KG and Justin were agreeing with me, and Flannel was like,
Justin,
not having it.
Grab the mic.
He doesn't have Aura.
There's no fucking way.
Yes, it is.
He has. Oh, what are you guys talking?
His Aura is on the field. Yeah, it's on the field Aura, and there's nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. I want my player. See, I don't give a shit about his Aura if he's throwing up on pace for 40 home runs. I don't care.
You guys are getting so upset about it. It's not a bad thing. It's
we just don't. We shouldn't.
You do or
it's
don't
not
have.
a bad thing. It's just an inaccurate thing. It's just wrong.
No, it's
and it's not a thing you want said about you.
It's just a wild statement.
It's not something you want said about you either.
It's. I mean,
like,
it's not what you want. But
I think if you don't got Aura, you know you don't got Aura, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris is the only one in denial about it. Like it's
I got plenty of Aura. You can tell I got Aura by the way I said it.
I mean, I love you.
All right, let's forget about the Aura. He had a fantastic game. Aura or no Aura, he went out there and he's already halfway to his season total home runs, which I took the over on, by the way. Shout out.
Yep.
Riley Green, great game from him. The slide was great. Obviously, he had the dong to put the Tigers back in the game. So Aura or no Aura, he's still the best player on the Tigers.
Who's next, Nick?
Toronto, day off. Usually on the day offs, I like to do the 12 beer challenge. No, just kidding. Just kidding, fellas.
You know, like Tuesdays.
Yeah. No, we have Toronto, but we have officially now swept the Orioles and the Red Sox and took 2 or 3 from the Yankees. Yeah, we run the show, and the show being Major League Baseball. This team is on an absolute tear, on pace to win 106 games. I'm not saying they're going to go that crazy because obviously this is just an incredible start, but I will say they can have the best record in the American League, and that's what matters when it comes down to it. Because home field advantage matters, because this team's not losing at home right now. We talked about the numbers yesterday.
Yeah.
Same pace as 1984.
Does it matter in baseball?
Yes. It does.
What matter in baseball?
Home field advantage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. What?
Bottom of the ninth, you get the...
That matters the most in baseball. Probably more than any other sport. And the crowd. No, even if it wasn't for bottom of the ninth, top of the ninth type stuff, the crowds in baseball stadiums are insane, dude. Like, that crowd at the playoff game last year was nuts.
Yeah.
I know we've all seen all of the awesome playoff baseball stuff, like the Phillies all singing that "Ayo, ayo, okay," and then he hits a 3-run bomb on the first pitch. Lindor's home run, that's the loudest an indoor stadium or an outdoor stadium has ever been, was Francisco Lindor's home run or grand slam, whatever it was. Baseball, those players feed off of that shit because we talk about it all the time. Like,
mind game.
It's such a mind game. The mental aspect of baseball is more than any other team sport. Like, obviously golf and individual sports it's more, but baseball mentally is the highest for a team sport, and they feed off of these home crowds.
Plus, wouldn't you also factor in like the home field? Like every home field has its own like quirks and stuff. So the players, the familiarity,
the dead spots on the walls. You know where it's gonna hit when it kicks off a wall here or there. So that definitely plays a factor as well. And you're obviously home field advantage is you're in your own city, you're sleeping in your own bed, which is the biggest part.
Yeah, this team's just on a roll at home too. Like we have not.
You brought up the stats yesterday, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
84 and 06. Like, it's pretty good company to be in.
Yeah, that's the best correlation I've heard by far.
Yeah.
I mean, those are two teams that went to the series.
Yeah, this is incredible right now. Obviously sad. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Alex Bregman, like, dude's an absolute star. He's on pace to literally have like a 10 WAR. That is elite MVP level production.
He's gonna be top 5
but he 100%. But he's doing that for a team that's under 500. So it goes back to the quote of AJ Hinch: "If you don't come, then we'll beat you." That's exactly what you saw. Obviously, there was an offer on the table for 6 years, $171.5 million that Alex Bregman turned down. He opted to go to the 3-year, $120 million deal with 2 opt-outs. This story might not be closed yet, fellas. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, he's I bet Alex Cora gets fired.
If they keep sliding.
Yeah, like if they're below 500 near the All-Star break, Alex Cora might get canned. Because this is not a team that's lacking of talent.
Yeah.
I know, and probably the thing that's holding them back the most is the infighting in the locker room, and that is 100% on the manager to take care of. You have to work that out. And you think Rafi Devers would be doing this if AJ Hinch was his manager? No, AJ Hinch would have talked to him. They would have worked something out. So a lot of this is on Cora.
Yeah, I think Casas being out, their first baseman, hurts them right now, and Devers not switching positions. Like,
that's something the manager has to do, because the player's not going to get fired. I mean, they're not going to fire Rafi Devers. You know?
I know. I hope they tank. I honestly hope they tank and some of these guys become available. That's where I'm at.
They're going to have to bottom out for that.
I know, but that's what I'm hoping for.
If you look at, like, third in the East is not the same as third in the Central.
Exactly. But if Bregman's having this unreal season and he has an opt-out after the year, are you just going to keep him if you're not making the playoffs?
Yeah.
And then he opts out.
And then he opts out.
It's his
decision to opt out.
To make,
it's a player option.
Oh, you're saying if you're him.
Because
if you're that team that's not going to make the playoffs.
You don't get anything for him. Does he have a no-trade clause?
I would have to look into it, but I'm just saying this story's not over, and I'm so happy we got the first round.
We trade for Bregman.
After booing the shit out of him. This is all me speculating.
He proved that he could fucking hit in Comerica,
dude.
So
took it to Scooble.
That's true. We were talking emotion. Like, you're fucking scared to bat here. He came all 3 games.
Breaking.
All 3. And even on Scoob.
Have you heard his stats about Scooble? He has like 9 hits in his career on Skubal, and all of them have come on the first 2 pitches.
Yeah.
So he knows that Skubal pumps strikes into the fastballs early, and he jumps them. He's a good fastball hitter, third baseman, right-hander. Man, that would be cool. All right, sorry. We swept him.
No, you're good.
We tried to get him, but if they do...
Scoops had 11 Ks, yeah. He was fantastic. He was MVP in this series. Not MVP enough, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. For a team that's under 500. I'm not saying this is like, plausible or anything. I'm just saying if they tank, keep your eye out on it.
Did you guys see the video of him laughing?
Skubal? Yeah, he's a psychopath.
He's just up there fucking laughing like a maniacal villain.
Did you see the context of it?
No.
So that's after he yelled at Bregman. He's like, take a pitch.
Yeah.
Take a pitch. Because he just kept routing him on the first pitch. So he takes the changeup. Then Skubal, I believe, is laughing, tries to dial it back in, throws the fastball. Bregman just immediately puts it out to right center.
Damn.
As per hit. But he took the pitch, and then they were kind of laughing like at each other because he took it.
That's actually, on Bregman's part, kind of fucking baller.
It is.
Like, all right, bitch.
It is.
I got you.
It is extremely baller.
Especially from Skubal, who's a fucking bully.
It's so much better that we won this series because we can have these like fun conversations and swept them.
We would have been so much more pissed.
I know, dude. I'd be crashing out in this booth right now.
For sure.
Let me ask this to Nick and Spencer mostly. I want to start with you, baseball savant.
Oh,
I want to see with you, baseball savant.
What's up, Chris? Talk to me.
Spencer talks about Team of Destiny, how magical this season feels. Are you then scared to make those type of upgrades when you talk about maybe a Bregman at the deadline, or even if it's a smaller one, because this seems to be so magical, you don't want to touch it? Are you scared of all those things like Parker Meadows coming back? Even those are things obviously you take and you want, but do those scare you at all?
And real quick, he wasn't him. He wasn't laughing after the Bregman thing. He was laughing after
taking the first pitch,
the strikeout.
Oh, gotcha.
When he had
the sword.
The sword, yeah. That's what he was laughing before he threw that pitch. So that's even more psychopathic shit. Like, it was before he threw the pitch. He was on the mound laughing, and then he throws one of the nastiest strikeouts. 94-mile-per-hour slider on that strikeout.
That's insane. I think he touched 101.
But the
last
Bregman,
night.
he did tell Bregman take the pitch. That happened.
Yeah,
but the laugh was the different part. But no, Chris, I'm not worried about that.
At all.
This locker room is so locked down with AJ Hinch and Scott from the top down that adding a new piece or moving a piece around is not going to affect their mentality or their camaraderie. You look at the new guys that they've added in this locker room this year, and they're just coming out full swing, like Gleyber Torres and other players like that. So, no, I'm not worried about messing up the chemistry. I think AJ Hinch that is one of the underrated parts of his managerial style, which is insane, is cultivating that culture in locker room. Because obviously he's so known for his chess moves and moving pieces here or there, but establishing that locker room is something he's very good at as well, and that's pretty strong right now. So I don't think movement would change it.
I think for me specifically, Chris, it comes down to what kind of player you're bringing in. Like a Rafi Devers that's not willing to go to first base for the Boston Red Sox, that would be an issue on our team because you have to have the versatility to do whatever you need to do to help this team win and get put in the best position. Maybe you're not getting 5 at-bats this night. You might get 3 or 4. And then we got Justin Henry Malloy to walk it off on a pinch hit, or Andy Ibanez for a walk-off pinch hit. So it depends on the kind of guy you're bringing in. I think he does have to fit a sort of, gritty kind of culture that you've seen all season long and into last season, where we've been not just the best team and the hottest team in baseball, but such bright future, like a bright future ahead, where you don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
Absolutely, and I think that pairing with that, Nick, which was 100% true, that culture is part of it is them buying in and knowing that AJ Hinch and Scott Harris and these guys, they're going to make the moves. They're going to do what they have to do to win games, that put them in the best situation to win games, whether it's being a shortstop and having to go play center field. The people know that if AJ Hinch is asking you to do that, it's probably going to result in winning games. Whether it's sending Spencer Torkelson down to AAA last year, that could have killed the locker room. Riley Green, they're like best friends. They know they're putting him in the best situation for him. Trading Flaherty, a guy that everybody loved. They know that the decisions that these guys are making above them are probably going to result in them having success.
Well, the crazy part is, though, success didn't come to the back half of last year.
Yeah.
But it's just before then, though. He's had a locker room like that.
When you saw him make the moves like trading Flaherty, sending Torque down, benching Javi, all of those, the guys were like, oh, shit. Because what happens? You send Torque down, you bring up whoever it was, he's hitting hot. You're winning games. You bring up Trey Sweeney to play instead of Javi. He's getting hot. They're winning games. And everybody's like, okay, all right, we see this. And then
they know they got to work for their shit, too.
Yep.
Like
they know that
Torque had to work his way back to first base. Mm-hmm. He wasn't just giving it.
They're not giving it to anybody. Pause. You got to go take it. It's much like the grit lifestyle with the Lions. It's you're not just going to get a position. You got to go earn it and keep your position because they want the guys behind you just as hungry.
Yep.
You got to say, shout out Trey Sweeney, 6 RBIs the last 3 games in the sweep for Trey. And shout out Justin Henry Malloy.
That's your boy.
It's a privilege. Love that.
Have you washed your hands since?
Haven't washed them since.
Jerk off every night.
Oh, God. No, but
this show just started.
The fellas, obviously.
We're late for break.
Yeah. I mean, Ibanez and Jay Hinch, just a classic masterpiece from AJ Hinch. Yeah. Happy birthday, by the way.
AJ Hinch.
Best manager in baseball. It's not even close. We are so lucky that he was out of baseball for a year and we were able to get him into our cult, into this team.
Into our cult.
Into our cult.
He's our cult. Detroit.
AJ Hinch, we're a cult now. And he's our leader.
The Javi cult.
The cult of Javi.
All right.
Hallelujah.
Happy birthday to the skipper, and happy birthday to my boy Billy. Happy birthday.
Shout out Billy.
I was listening back to today's show because I had to grab those things to make the baby video.
Yeah.
I didn't peep what you said about McClellan with his son. You're like, well, I hope it was his son.
Not just some underage kid he's driving around with. No, I'd assume it's just, like I said, I don't know. I mean, I just assumed it was his son.
It's crazy, though, because, well, obviously not with McClellan. I don't want to entertain
No,
that,
yeah, but
you never know.
You never know, dude.
You never know. You do know. Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. You know Planet Fitness will keep you in the game because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everybody can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
It's the Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, guys, at the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. My guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, holding it down over there. Also has the #1 massage chair review channel on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. Massage Chair Warehouse, baby. Massage Chair House.
Massage Chair House.
Chair, where? It's
chair
like
house, not warehouse, yeah.
Welcome back to whatever.
I think it's amazing, by the way.
Like,
I spend so much time in that thing now. At least,
Dog, yesterday I had a full experience.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's
I
amazing.
felt high after I walked out.
Dude, it opens, your endorphins. You can breathe again. I can smell smells again. It's.
I'm gonna try it today after the show.
Does it help you sleep better?
Probably.
Honestly, yeah. I don't usually fall asleep as early as I did last night.
Wake up like a little refreshed.
It's helping me with my posture because I'm on my computer and phone doing editing and stuff all day, so I'm like hunched over. So I've been trying. I stretch every day now too. But that digs into your back, like separates your shoulders, pulls your shoulders back while it's doing it. It's like.
It's my calves and my feet for me hooked up.
Yeah, the feet one was sweet too. I like the hands. It like compresses the hands.
Yeah, that was a weird sensation that I've never had.
I know I'm gonna have arthritis. I don't know. But like my hands, like I've broken my knuckles so many times and stuff. My hands have been like stepped on from playing football and stuff like that so many times.
Got it. So many fights.
Yeah.
Just beat up so many people.
Broke so many skulls with these hands. No, it feels so good when it like compresses your hands. Feels great. Shout out Josh Hart's eye for sure.
Yeah, that was
got him pretty good there.
That's supposed to close out last night. They didn't.
I got pretty sharp elbows. I could probably do that.
Boston was still favored.
Luke Cornett game, baby.
Yeah, shout out Luke Cornett.
Luke Cornett.
Yeah, oh
game.
my God.
Luke Cornett.
That was fucking
Everybody gets
nuts.
one. Dude, what if Luke Cornett sends the Knicks home, dude?
I mean, dog, he was looking like it last night.
They would crash out.
What?
New York, that would be the crash out of a lifetime if Luke Cornett sent them home.
Yeah.
Fuck Trae Young. Fuck Luke Cornett.
Luke Cornett. Phil in the Woodward Sports Chat says, so wouldn't a real massage do more for you? Maybe. I don't know. But a real massage isn't free and at my job every day.
That's true.
And if you buy it, you can get it every day, so
house.
it's an investment.
Yeah.
Come on, Phil.
Paying for a massage every day, Phil, that costs you a lot of money in the long run.
What was this? He's fucking Deshaun Watson?
How much?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no bullshit. How much does a massage cost? No
$100.
bullshit. I don't know.
Like an hour massage, probably $100,
$100? Yeah. Damn.
Worth it for sure.
I mean, I've only had one other massage, but I feel like that does a pretty damn good job.
But if you're getting a massage every day, you might as well just get one of these chairs.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's what I'm saying.
Hit up my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out.
Man's goated.
The alley-oop last night was ridiculous, says Anakin. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I've never seen that before.
What alley-oop?
The alley-oop robbing Kerry Carpenter's home run.
Oh, yeah, that was nuts. That was number one sports in top 10.
Yeah, makes sense. They should have had 1B be that, and then 1A be Wencel Perez's walk-off it.
Justin Henry Malloy.
Yeah, my bad.
Got you.
He's been pretty quiet, too.
That's my
Shout
brain,
out to him.
I bet
J-Hen?
Wencel has a walk-off this year. I called it. Called it already.
What?
That was my brain giving me an image from the future. Wencel Perez walk-off it. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Freudian slip. It's the chair, dude.
About that,
unlocking
the
that awful
robbery.
Riley Green take.
Yeah.
You're grounded from it then.
Puts you in
About
the fourth
that-
dimension.
That robbery of Kerry Carpenter, that was like just, it was a pivotal part in the game where like the Tigers were about to obviously have the go-ahead homer, but that was his second like
robbery,
just like missed home run
by
like a foot. I felt so bad for Kerry last night. He had a single and a robbed home run.
Yeah.
Should have had 2 dongs. I felt terrible for him.
He had one like that early in the year too, didn't he?
That's why Bregman didn't want to come here. That would have been a 2-home run game in another stadium. No. But yeah, that was that sucks. Feel bad for him. But good contact, barreling up a couple balls.
Exactly.
Like to see that.
Do you think they're even discussing third base right now because of how good they're playing right now and Vierling's coming back?
Yeah, third base. He'd be Vierling playing third base.
No, I know. I'm talking about acquiring one.
Oh.
Yes, I feel like they're always doing
always
their
looking
job.
to upgrade for sure. I think when you see what you got down the pipe, like your prospects are tearing the ball or the cover off the ball as well. When you look at how you look at McGonigal, you look at Bryce Rayner, everything he hits is like 102
What's
at
Bryce
least.
play?
Yeah, I was just about to say
plays
Bryce Rayner.
left side, shortstop, third base.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a lot. Brasenko, like so many different.
AAA? For Bryce?
How you lose in AAA? No, Bryce is in single A.
Okay.
Low A, I think. But
Low A.
you just love to see it, and you got a pipeline coming up. But right now, you are a World Series contender. So for this year, yeah, you're still looking to upgrade. If you go into the deadline as the best team in the American League, you're gonna buy for sure. You can't not buy.
It's just wild because this was not the expectation like at all going into the season.
3-on-3 Kurt says Spencer looks like a
too.
racist cop from the backwoods of Kentucky. Is that true? Does the mustache do that much?
I think I've known you too long.
It gets a lot worse with the red hat, but it's
red
fine
hat
without
was,
it.
Yeah, the red hat, mustache, and
One
the fit I wore to Monster Jam. It was the it was the car.
I could see it there.
The jeans,
the boots,
the Eddie Bauer boots, the mustache. Yeah. That was the mega outfit for sure.
Easy. I think you've seen what happened, or at least at the beginning of the year when you went up against the Dodgers, and I thought they should have at least won one game in that series. But if they are super serious, which I think you have to be at this point about contending for the World Series, you have to be thinking about the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Mets, like those top teams in the NL, where it's dominant pitchers that you're going up against. And I love that we put our guys in the best positions, but you also do need, some guys that have been there and done it before, and some like more proven vets, I would say. I think you have to be thinking about this third base spot if you're the Tigers, just in case maybe the third base spot doesn't go as planned, for the next 2 months leading up to the All-Star break.
Yeah, I think those ass whoopings we took a few weeks ago too, or last week, should be a wake-up call for that too. Because once you saw back-to-back pitching,
like
Rangers
that,
are DeGrom and Evaldi.
They
were.
It's like, okay, well, maybe we still need another guy.
Especially when you look at the playoffs, like rotations tighten up in the playoffs. You're not seeing the fourth or fifth starter. You're seeing the ace every other day. So, I'm
almost grateful it happened back-to-back like that too. Because, like you said, that'll be the playoff rotation.
That's a team that's going to be contending for the American League, I think, when it's all said and done, when you look at the Texas Rangers. So they've won 5 in a row. They're getting hot right now.
How about Twins winning 10 in a row?
Yeah,
Literally
dude,
haven't moved in the AL Central standings. 4 teams above 500. Royals, Guardians.
We get good.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is like, yeah, we're right here too. What's up? Like, no, get the fuck out of here.
Vikings all over again.
That's so annoying.
Yeah,
it is.
It's
It really
the
is.
Vikings. The Indians too.
I mean,
the
Cleveland-
Whoa, relax their mustache.
The Guardians.
Power of the mustache.
Yeah, the Guardians are winning
Just
too.
taking your upper lip and making you say
We
shit.
haven't moved
They lost
any on
yesterday.
them.
They lost
we
yesterday.
moved up one game on the Guardians in like a week, and we haven't lost. It's crazy.
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, 8-2 in the last 10. The only 2 being the Rangers as our losses. So that's good. But also, this team started 0-3, and we still have the best record in baseball. Like that's how big of a role this team's been on. Like it's insane what they're doing right now. I'm really looking forward to this series against Toronto.
Spencer woke up and said, "Let me get this Monopoly mustache."
Hey, it was during our super stream.
Yeah. To be fair, I was the one who told him to curve it.
We should do another one, dude.
Let's do another one this summer.
Yeah.
If
I get the spot,
Yeah.
we could
do it from my spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On your Twitch or some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, do you
feel like
Yes,
the
we
white
can.
guy?
I could be the white guy.
Yeah, you would.
What would my name be? It'd have to be like
Guy.
Ben Smith. Yeah.
Brad.
Brad. Yeah. Brad Johnson.
Why is your name changing from Spin?
I don't know. Making a persona.
I think Kai is his real name.
It's longer. It's a shortened version of his name. So just call me Spen. Spen Rax.
Spin Rex. Kai Sinat.
Kai's not. Dude, Kai's funny. I've never actually watched a full stream of his.
Never.
Those.
I never got how big
How
he is.
long is-
Yeah. All these? I mean,
How
like-
long are they?
I mean, he does like 40.
Dude, yeah,
straight
doesn't he do
hours.
like sleepovers and shit?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
dude,
I watched
don't
the
I see the
highlights,
clips,
though.
and some of the clips are hilarious.
The Drewski and Kevin Hart ones are so
Yeah.
fucking.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
if Drewski did a stream, I might watch. I
Yeah.
think Drewski's one of the funniest people on fucking earth.
The only streamers that I really got into, I watched Tfue a lot. When Fortnite was at his peak, and like Tfue was banging hunting rifle shots, jumping off of structures and shit. I was like, dude, that's fucking sweet. Other than that, nobody really. Kai is probably the closest one.
I've
after
only
that.
seen clips. Like, I'll
Duke
only
Dennis
follow
is pretty
clips.
funny too.
Luther Collins says Tigers suck. Go Twins. Cliff Cavender says Luther kick rocks, buddy.
Kick
We're
rock.
all
Take
with
a
you,
lap,
Cliff.
Luther.
We're all with you, Cliff.
Take a lap. Let's go to break. We'll come back. We're going to talk about the Bleacher Report schedule prediction
Hey,
for
yo.
the Detroit Lions.
Ooh.
and where they would finish.
You seem like a big Dr. Disrespect guy.
But first, tell us about merch.
Let me tell you about merch. If you want to upgrade your Detroit sports swag, maybe get a nice little V-neck like this, you got them all on Woodward Sports. Hoodies, tees, hats, V-necks, all of that. Make sure you are tapping in with woodwardsports.com, going to the website, clicking the shop tab, and getting the best new merch in the game.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
What up, though? Welcome back.
Les Stanford has deals for everyone. Les Stanford, Buick GMC. You can get in a 2025 Envision all-wheel drive for $259 per month, a 2025 Hummer SUV EV for $699 per month, or a 2025 double cab Elevation Sierra for $169 per month. Les Stanford, Buick GMC. Check them out. Scan that QR code on the screen right now to see their massive inventory. LesStanford.com. Shout out Les Stanford. I gotta re-up my lease pretty soon.
What's it run you a month? Or is that off air?
Let me count them pockets real quick.
Tell you off air.
Phil, I watch YouTube videos where little Asian women repair giant electric motors.
Honestly,
I have a genuine
sounds
question.
kind of fire. I watch, the ones that I like are the.
You like the one that's split in half and there's some fucking ball game going on.
I do watch
and
those.
Family Guy
I
clip
do
on top.
ADD watch those where it's a Family Guy clip and then like
Some video game.
Subway Surfer.
Yeah.
But that's just super brain rot, ADD brain. The sheep shearing videos and the hoof treatment videos.
The hoof is cool.
I watched the
Oh
hoof
man,
ones.
Dr. Hoof or whatever it is, the hoof doctor. I can watch those for hours.
Do you guys ever watch a clip, like a ESPN clip, then after it's like a Vietnam person just like making something?
Have you seen the one of the people trying all the vapes? Like he's like,
I saw that on Twitter. That was crazy. That guy's gonna die soon.
For sure.
Every day.
Terrible.
He said he hits like 1,000 vapes a day.
He's like testing them out.
Also, now that you know, every time you buy a vape, some guy over in Thailand, wherever the hell he is,
Greasy.
fucking all up on that thing.
What about the food videos where there's just flies and shit?
No.
I've never seen that.
Like the street food videos, and they're doing like they're putting like juice in a
Oh,
bag.
in India? Dog. They're like making the fucking. Here's your sandwich, sir.
I saw one where the dude was literally cutting chicken with his toenail, bro.
No.
Raw chicken.
I know a girl that's over there right now.
Toenail, dude.
Gross.
That's gross.
Oh, I would never go there.
Never.
That's messed up.
Never. That guy up north. Yes, easy. I have seen those. Dude, the first time it happened to me, I was tripping the fuck out. I'm like, what? Am I hacked? Someone just hacked my fucking phone?
Zip popping videos is a good one, says Phil.
Thanks to Easy, all my algorithm is Alberta accents.
Alberta accent ones are good.
Those are great.
All right. Let's we can talk some sports here.
Go for it.
Bleacher Report. Obviously, the Detroit Lions schedule just came out. We look at all of the NFL schedules dropped yesterday, and I think Lions fans were really scared of the Detroit Lions, and not like, oh, you were scared. Like, rightfully so. You should have been scared when you saw the Detroit Lions road opponents. But after the schedule dropped, I think the tensions were eased a little bit. At least they were for me, because it looked a lot worse when you just saw the opponents compared to when the schedule was spaced out. Because I thought you had a lot of different spots of reprieve in that schedule, and we're going to get into that later. But Bleacher Report disagrees. Bleacher Report put out there that the Detroit Lions are going to go 9-8 this season.
Oh, it's interesting.
I saw the graph. Did you read the actual article? Like
No, I did not.
I guess I'd like to know the reason. I mean, I heard a couple places too. Like ESPN dropped one. I forgot who was covering that specific segment about the NFC North, but they had picked the Vikings, and the other person picked the Packers. I'm just like, what fucking world are we in right now?
Yep.
Acknowledge me.
I mean, I'm just saying, what fucking world? We just swept the goddamn division with half a team.
Yeah.
Like we're beating them for sure.
15 wins.
J.J. McCarthy, this is his first year starting in the NFL. You got him winning the fucking division.
Yep.
By the way, they play the AFC North too. By the way,
See,
blows
again,
my mind. But I'm with you on the schedule looking scary beforehand because you didn't know when those road games were coming. Like Baltimore late this season.
Baltimore,
Cincy late
Cincy,
this season.
and
Yeah, like I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
got 'em
Baltimore,
early.
Cincy, and Kansas City, knocking those out early is huge. Huge. But
Even if we take the L, fine.
Even if we take
Cool.
the L, I'd rather lose early in the season than late in the season.
Yes.
But I like this because I think, again, the media is kind of helping the Lions here. They're looking out. Because now we can go back to playing the underdog shtick.
Yeah.
Now we can go back to, they didn't believe in us. Oh, look at that. They think they're only going to win 9 games. Oh, they think you're going to lose to a rookie quarterback. I know we did the breakdown on LNU with Chef yesterday, and I found myself saying for a lot of these games, like, yeah, the Lions are going to want to get a lick back here. And it's funny because this is a team coming off of a 15-win season. But that's what Dan Campbell does with these guys. So giving them more motivation of people not believing in them or them being the underdog or not good enough to test this mighty schedule the NFL has put in front of them, I think that's going to help them. That's something they're going to buy into all season.
I definitely think I'm probably being a little too biased looking at these games, like win, because there are some tough ones in there, and a lot of them are on the road. Like last year, 8 of the home road games. Last year 3 of the road games were outside. This year we got 8 of them things.
Yeah,
that's crazy fucking difference. But again, the bulk of them, the ones that you want early, are early, and they have a pretty good stretch like going in the back half too, like to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and somebody, Easy E313 says, Valenti and Rico clowning y'all 13-14 win-picking MFs. Well, fuck those guys. Like, this is the best team in the NFL when healthy for a reason. They won 15 games last year. With
Mike
nobody
Valenti, who
on
wanted
the
to fire
defense.
Dan Campbell?
Yeah.
That same guy? That guy that was clowning Dan Campbell? The same 2 that were clowning Andy Hutchinson?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're laughing at me?
Yeah.
We're probably right.
Yeah, they're judging the Lions already. I will give you the some game. When we did it yesterday, Eagles on the road. That's a loss. I'm going to chalk that up as a loss. Chiefs on the road. That's a loss. I'm going to chalk that up as a loss. I flip-flopped on the Bengals Ravens. Ravens on the road. That's a loss. Chalk that up as a loss. Other than those 3 games, really, you're going to sit there and look at me and say, oh, guys that picked them to, I don't know, beat the teams in the division that they're 11-1 against in the past 2 years, or beat the mighty Los Angeles Rams on the road, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they come to Ford Field. Those games, you have to pick them to lose a couple of those because 13 wins is ridiculous. No, it's not. You won 15 games last year. You're one of the best football teams in the NFL. That's reasonable. You're going to go out there and you're going to do that because you got better, because you're getting healthier, because Hutch is going to come back and he's going to be just fine. So,
Dad's home.
Like fear-mongering or being like, oh, no, you can't pick 13 or 14 wins. Why would you do that? Because we won 15 last year. You're one of the best teams in the league. I'm not just going to pick them to lose on the road to the Rams or lose at home to your precious Giants because you think it's funny. Like, no. Sorry. Like I said, Baltimore on the road, loss. Fine. Eagles on the road, loss. Fine. What was the other one? Kansas City on the road, loss. Fine. And if you want to argue one more, 2 more between Washington or you drop one at home you're not supposed to, that's fine. That still puts you at the very minimum 12. So saying like 13 or 14 is laughable is just whatever, man.
I guess how everything shakes out health-wise. Like, if we're able to stay healthy, I'm fairly confident that the Detroit Lions are going to win 11 and 12 games at the minimum. Nick, what are you smacking your mic for?
Got a little fly flying around in here.
Yeah,
dude.
I said
terrible.
He was looking like
I got him at 13.
Cat in there.
I got him at 13. And if you think like 13 is ridiculous, but 12 and 11 is super reasonable, then shut up, dude. That's such a
yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And there you get paid to stir up drama and take calls.
He tried defending that Nico
is.
Harrison trade, by the way, too. Same guy.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. You got a 49er fan, a Giant fan, and a Steeler fan, but two of those guys being from Detroit. I don't want to hear your opinion, to be quite frank.
Bars!
Damn. That was a dunk.
Good shit, Nick.
Gotcha. Yeah, 9 wins. This guy's, whoever wrote this story is on the Lamar Odom treatment. He is on crack! This is insane. The Lions are not winning 9. Yeah, the Lions... If they went 9 and 8, this would be a complete failure. Yes. I know we have the toughest schedule out there, and it's full of playoff teams. But this team is battle-tested. They're going to be healthier. And do not forget about all of the all-pros, not just Pro Bowlers, not good players, all-pros on this team that are all young and ascending at the same time. I know we lost both coordinators, but this team is going to be just fine going into this season. And I trust in Dan Campbell to, help this transition go very smoothly.
Yeah, the thing, too, is like half the teams that you're worried about playing are the Ravens, the Bengals. But that's something the entire NFC North has to go through.
And those teams are worried about playing the Lions. Maybe not the Ravens, but the Bengals and the Chiefs and the Eagles will say they won't, but they are. Because the Lions are one of the best teams in the National Football League. So expecting them to beat other good teams isn't lunacy or isn't crazy. It's how it works. Like, you guys say, those fucks say that you got to be better than that as Detroit fans. You got to demand success, demand excellence. You're at the big boy table now. You have to demand this. But expecting you to hang with the big dogs is lunacy or laughable? Like, get over yourself, man. Have an actual take and stick to it. I think the Lions are good enough to hang and bang with anybody in the National Football League because when healthy, I believe they got the best roster in the league. I'm going to stick with that. So going in to Cincinnati, yeah, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, they're very good players. T. Higgins, great player. The Lions have more good players. The Lions have more All-Pros. The Lions have more playmakers. And they got a defense. So I don't want to hear it, man. I'm sorry. These teams aren't just insurmountable because, oh, no, we're the Lions. We have to cower and act like we can't beat them. Fuck that, dude. We're just as good as any of these fucking teams.
Exactly, and our game travels on the road where maybe, your cadence is a little bit messed up because of the crowd noise, whatever it is. This team runs the rock at an elite level, like flat out. This team can run behind Gibbs. They can run behind Monty.
And they take the rock away.
Exactly. We were going to have the league leader in sacks last year, right? We also had the league leader in interceptions in Kirby Joseph. To act like saying 12, 13, 14 wins is insane. You don't know this team.
Yeah.
You flat out don't. And, yeah, we have a tough-ass schedule, but I think it'll ultimately be good for this team. And I think just the 9-8 report is insane.
I just don't.
I'm going to read it.
I don't see how you're just 6 wins worse. Like, that's where I get it. Like, okay, if you want to say this division's tougher, sure. If you want to say losing coordinator, sure. If you want to say tougher schedule, sure. I can agree with all of those things being factors. But that does not add up to 6 losses with a healthy defense and an improved offense and a young team, a young nucleus that you can expect most of those players to remain at the level they were at last year or improve.
Yeah.
Or improve. So I don't look at this I don't look at this season as something where you can get 6 extra losses. I don't think you get under 10 wins unless something catastrophic happens. I don't see a world in which this team doesn't win 12 games. Are they going to win 15? Probably not, but I can't see them winning below 12 or 11. I can't do it. I think this team is too good. I think the only time you see this team lose is when they play out of their element And that is very rare. Dan Campbell always has them playing Lions ball. You can look at 1 or 2 games a year where they slip up and they maybe get out of their element. Maybe they pass too heavy or turn the ball over a lot. But for the most part, this team has an identity. And that identity and consistency will carry you throughout a season, no matter how tough the opponent is. And they got the talent to match it.
And I really don't think they're going to get cute very often this year. Like, I think when you look at giving Hank Fraley the raise and the promotion, bringing in David Shaw, bringing in Johnny Morton, Dan Campbell's obviously going to have a bigger role with the offense just based on Ben Johnson leaving and how big of a role that he's leaving. I think they're just going to say, bread and butter, we're butter and bread. We're running the ball, stop it. And then we're going to take shots down the field. I don't think we're going to see a lot of the cutesy shit because they don't have to do that. They know they don't have to do that. And they're kind of scoring. I think they're going to be a little scoring from last year and learn from the mistakes they made down the stretch.
Let's go to break, get back to it. But first, Nick, tell us about Loom.
Spring is in the air and Michigan is buzzing. 7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in bubbles, crafted with real fruit juice and no artificial sweeteners. They're big in flavor but low in calories and 100% hangover free. It's all bubbles with no troubles. Catch it in watermelon, cherry, strawberry, raspberry lemonade, and peach. Crack a can, take a sip, and catch a buzz. Available at any of Loom's 38 locations in Michigan, so you know there's one close by. Use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order, online or in store. That is code WSN30 for 30% off today. Make sure you guys go check it out.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Jars Cannabis, guys, top shelf quality, unmatched variety, price for the people. It sounded like I said quality. It's quality serving you weed at Jars Cannabis. Make sure you visit shopjars.com to find a location near you. There's 27 locations across the great state of Michigan, including 9 in the Metro Detroit area. And if you're in Milan, Masson Heights, or Grand Rapids, there's locations coming to you soon. Visit shopjars.com.
Everybody, put your win total in the chat right now. I want to see what the people think.
Should we host a poll?
No, I want to see the individual numbers.
Okay, I like it.
I like it. Chris, you were throwing a fit because you didn't get to give your prediction last night.
Well, yeah. Are we trying to do a game by game? I'll do a game.
I don't know if we're going to do a game by game.
I mean, real quick, like lightning, like real quick, like I'm reading off a draft list. You know what I mean? Like that quick.
Should we do it or what?
I did not give mine out either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm saying.
We can
do a game by game, Spencer Raxter.
I forget. Did you guys both have 14 and 3?
No, I think Spencer had 13,
I had
right?
13 and 4.
Yeah.
What did you have?
I think I had one less win than Spinny.
No, you had more.
I think no, we had the same.
No, I think we had one
less.
less.
The same because we switched the only difference is the Baltimore and
one less.
Cincinnati.
Because I think he had 14.
Steve-O baby says 10 and 7.
I just don't see 10, man.
Down south. Who it baby?
Seen a lot of 13s.
Dumbo
12 and 5 says Octopus. David Fry says 11. Brendan
11,
Harris
12, you
says
also
12.
Slappies. Listen, if there's anybody on this network, anybody on this show that's going to keep it a buck, be real, it's me. I don't think 13 slaps.
How's your taste, buddy? Marilyn Manson over here sucking his own dick. If there's anybody who's going to give you great advice,
I'm dead ass. You guys get a little slappy with us sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm the one that picked against us. Well, if you joined the dark side once, I mean.
Yeah. I'll do it if it's there. If it makes sense. But I don't think 13's crazy. Obviously, there are things that like have to take place.
Easy. This is just not true. I just don't think you love our quarterback. I think that's the only thing that's different when you say
not slappy.
But that's like the only thing.
That's really the only difference.
I don't know.
I don't know. You two both were pretty upset at the expectation.
You were giving handshake bets to anybody who'd walk up to you that they were going to beat the Eagles.
We lost by 3.
Yeah, and they didn't win. Slappy.
Not slappy. They lost by 3. Like they got their ass beat. Everyone heading into that game, everyone was talking about like we're gonna fucking lose by an avalanche.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what it was. I don't know. I don't think I'm
still stuck on you just going of anybody here. It's me.
This is how you phrased it.
It was the way you said it. It was funny.
Yeah.
Why? That's how I feel. I don't care. That's how I said it. I said what I said.
I feel you. I feel the same
ETN
way about
says
3-14.
3-14 Arch Manning season for the Lions. 12-5, 13-4, 11-1-5. Oh God! If we have a tie, I'll be so pissed off.
A tie would be very annoying to watch.
I'd see everybody's between 11 and 13. I've seen some 14s. I've seen.
There was
some,
one 10-6.
Yeah,
I've
seen
10-7.
a 10. I've seen a 14.
10-6. What a moron!
10-6-1.
But yeah, 11 to 13 wins.
Yeah, I think that's the sweet spot.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I guess I get it from other people looking in, or looking out, outside looking in. You go to the Eagles season 2023.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, you guys were in the Super Bowl the following year. All you lost, you lost both DC and OC, but the guys you brought up were within your system.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, and I don't even know who the defensive coordinator was. I think Brian Johnson was the offensive coordinator. I don't remember who the Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
Was the defensive coordinator.
Was he?
Yeah.
Because
at some point.
He joined like late season.
Well, that's why that happened.
I'm gonna look it up because there's somebody else too before actually. Somebody else got fired mid-season. Then it was Matt Patricia.
Yeah, Matt, he joined late. That was the year they collapsed to the Bucks, right?
Yeah, Buccaneers whooped their fucking ass.
Yeah.
So I guess I get it from that standpoint. What I think is different, though, is what the Detroit Lions have built. We talk about the cohesiveness all the time, the consistency all the time. It's been that way for, 3 years before Ben left? Like it's been in place a lot longer than what the Eagles had with Steichen and them. You know what I'm saying? The guys coming up underneath the assistants have been in the system for a lot longer. And I also just think the team is super talented as well, to where you can't just discount them on any on a whim.
No.
Yeah. And I think the fact that you won 15 games last year
Yeah.
without a defense.
Yes.
You went to the NFC Conference Championship game without a defense, and now you're getting that defense back healthy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm allowed to say 13, 14 wins.
Absolutely you
14
are.
feels like a lot.
14 feels like a lot. Nitty Gritty in the Woodward Sports Chat says, if you take anything that 97-1 says seriously, you probably have an extra chromosome. So, Lions 14-3.
Double up.
14 feels like a lot, like you said. That's what it was yesterday's. I ended with 14, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, that's not. And then you had 13.
But 14
but like, look,
possible.
you look at the difference between 11 and 13. If that's the one where you're like,
Two.
everybody
think about this.
Anybody
Two
who
numbers.
says 13 is stupid, but I have them at 11 wins. A lot of these games are going to be close games because you're playing good teams, but the Lions are just as prepared and just as equipped to win the close games as the other teams are. And like somebody in this says, where was it? Somebody was like, even with a good, here it is, Easy 313. Y'all have to figure, even in a good season with minimal injuries, we will lose at least 5 players due to injury. That's probably true. It's also true for every other team in the NFL. So that's not a factor. Like, you're going to lose guys due to injury. You got to factor that in. Well, so are they. So you have to factor that in too, and it cancels out. It's just, they're good enough to hang with anybody in the league, and I think they're good enough to beat anybody in the league. So getting riled up at 13 wins if you say 13 wins is ridiculous, but your prediction is 11 is stupid.
12, I believe, was an easy E303s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's even worse.
What kind of idiot thinks they'd win one more game than me?
And again, I have the expectation of the offense take a little bit of a step back. I don't think you'll see as much consistency or creativity, but I know damn well getting the pieces, they're going to be able to punch you and knock you out at any given moment. And I don't know. I'm really not tripping. And I think, like we talked about a little bit earlier, you got the tough stuff in the beginning of it.
Yes. Favorable layout of the schedule. And there is a pocket of that schedule that I want to talk about that has me very excited, and I think sets the Lions up to have a lot of success down the stretch of the season. But we're going to come back from break with that. But first, tell us about Mark White.
Mark White gonna do you right.
Hey.
Mark White gonna change your life.
Yeah.
Give him a call today, ladies and gentlemen, at 248-290-8242. Visit markwhitesales.com where you can save you up to $5,000.
$5,000.
Only closing costs of your brand new home. That's markwhitesales.com, 248-290-8242.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. You can stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Hot lather, neck shave, scalp massage, hot towel treatment, all of that. You can get it wrapped into one with the King's treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. It's wicked awesome.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm easy to do by Samoa Rex, young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, Skywalker in the building as well. 7 of the 9.
6-7.
6-7. Why is that a thing? I don't know. 7 of the 9 Lions road games are against playoff teams.
Yeah.
And the 2 that didn't make the playoffs are the Bengals and the Bears.
Yeah.
The Bears we expect to make a leap, and obviously I think we all kind of felt the Bengals probably should have been in it. If you want to dismiss the number, the wins, sure. What I'm not willing to dismiss yet is the division. And that's the type of shit people are talking about.
11-1 in the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
We have relatively stayed the same, if not improved, when you look at talent on the roster. The other teams, like the Bears, got better, yeah, but they got better from what, 5 wins? Like they're not going to be this juggernaut. The best team in the division outside of the Lions, we don't know who's playing quarterback for them yet. Yeah, they have a good team, but they're going to have probably a rookie playing quarterback. So, sorry, no, that doesn't drive fear into my heart.
Well, that's the other part of it, too.
And we beat them anyway. Like,
they picked the fucking Vikings.
We own those slots.
In a situation with J.J. McCarthy, sure, like whatever expectations, still rookie. Still his first time starting the NFL. Beyond that, they were actively flirting with Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he's not ready.
Just over a month ago.
So
that means that they are uncertain of what they got in them, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of crazy to be taking the Vikings side of these things. And again, it's the same team. They play the AFC North as well.
And it could happen. They could get better for sure. But
J.J. McCarthy.
I just think that, bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is not win-loss wise. Bless you. This is not
win-loss
wise.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
This is not win-loss wise because obviously 15, you're not going to get much better than 15 wins. But the Lions haven't reached their full potential yet. When you look at last year, the young players still getting better. We talk about the entire defense being dead. If you think the Lions were the best versions of themselves last year, you're stupid because they didn't have arguably their best player, number one, and they won 15 games. I don't know. I want to look at the schedule right now. Okay. This part of the schedule I liked a lot, and I think it is something that's going to, I don't want to say turn the tide of the season, but it's going to help a lot with them coming down the stretch. I'm looking at weeks 12, 13, and 14 for the Detroit Lions. You have the New York Giants, the Green Bay Packers, and the Dallas Cowboys all at home. Those are 3 of, I don't want to call them easy teams because this is a tough schedule, but I think that is the easiest grouping of games you have on the schedule when you look at Giants, Packers, Cowboys. That comes off of a kind of a nasty road trip. You're going to Washington and then to Philly, back-to-back the 2 NFC championship teams from last year. I expect you to split those. I think you beat Washington, you lose to Philly. And then you go home, you got 3 in a row to kind of get back on track, get a little recovery in, and then you go on the road to close out the season. I think that 3-game homestand of not weaker, because they're still good teams, but very winnable games is something that's going to help the Lions start rolling down the stretch and then go into those 4 games and take care of business at the end of the year.
The Rams got Cephas.
Rams got Cephas. Oh, no, he knows our playbook. Somebody's going to say it. Huh? Somebody's going to say it. Oh, no, he knows the routes. Like,
no, he can't say that.
I guarantee somebody's going to be like, oh, is he going to tell the Lions their plays? Like, or he's going to tell the Rams the Lions plays.
We have 8 guys
in like 4 years, dude.
8 guys that can potentially make All-Pro this year, all under the age of 25 and under. Branch, Gibbs, St. Brown, Laporta, J-Mo, Hutch, Kirby, Sewell.
Bates.
Jake Bates as well. Like, what are we doing here? Like, the growth from this team, Spenny, that was such a good point, because it's like this team's core is, so young.
Very young.
It's like, what are we doing? Everybody expects us to take a step back. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that this team ultimately could be better with a worse record, because
absolutely
all of their best players have been drafted by Brad, developed by Dan, and you are seeing them come into their own already in their 2nd, 3rd season. What do you think that's going to happen in their 4th, 5th season when they get even more, seasoned and, smarter and faster on the in between the
more
ears?
Physical.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing
more
here?
Comfortable in the system.
Terrible.
Shout out to Andrew Jones, Woodward Sports Chat, talking about a slate before the bye. It is kind of fucking insane.
Before the bye? Yeah.
Before the bye. And you could even be honest with you, can maybe even start that conversation in week 1, although I have confidence we'll beat both of them, the Packers and the Bears. But following that, you have the Ravens. Fuck the Browns. Let's pretend that's not there. The Ravens on the road, Bengals on the road, Chiefs on the road, and then the Buccaneers at home. Mm-hmm. But let's not sleep on them. I think they're a playoff team. Actually, they're a team that beat you, that I believe got better throughout the season
home.
last year.
They beat you at home.
Beat you at home. That is a tough slate. And honestly, I enjoy having that in the beginning of your season, get punched in the mouth to wake the fuck up from then. It's also like a tell for
possibly get punched in the mouth.
In the training camp, no breaks.
Yeah.
Like, we're full throttle with this fucking thing.
Yeah, you start off the season with 2 division games, which are tough, always physical, always aggressive, always giving you extra lumps. And then you're like, okay, yeah, you go into Baltimore. Like, fuck.
I looked it up.
That's why I got the schedule loss there. I got schedule loss and a great team.
I want to take it a step further than you, Spencer, and highlight just that whole. I know you talked about that specific portion, but when you really look up close at that whole back half of 12 through 18, like, you feel really, really good about that stretch. You feel good about beating the Vikings and the Bears. You feel good about the Steelers. You feel, although they are a gritty team and they could definitely make games ugly.
Either.
Yeah, you have to have the belief that you can that you can muster up enough points offensively to where they can't score. Because we saw that with Pittsburgh last year. Once they played a good team in the playoffs, they could play good defense, but they can't win it if you have to score more than 16 points. So I'm not worried about the Steelers. The Rams, good team, but I just like that matchup for us. Dallas,
I don't even
Green Bay,
remember Stafford be healthy for that game.
Yeah, like I see that whole stretch as, honestly, I think there's a very real chance you could run 12 through 18. You could run that slate and go into the playoffs all cylinders firing, like, absolutely, like,
that's the best case scenario.
I think that is the best case scenario. You probably will drop 1 or 2 in that stretch, but that is a stretch that is pretty damn favorable right now, while preseason expectations hold.
As scary as the front stretch of the schedule looks, the back stretch has reprieve.
Yeah, like, you could. I just look at that, man. You like,
because your away games in the front, or in the beginning of the schedule, like you said, are Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Baltimore. Your away games in the back half are Rams, Vikings, Bears.
Just look at that, man. Like, that looks so winnable to me. That looks so winnable to me. That specific stretch of 12 through 18. Yeah. It just looks
like a sweep to me.
It
Possibly
does. Like,
Rams.
It does. I feel crazy saying that.
Possibly Rams.
Probably drop 1 there.
Division game?
I think it'd be the Rams.
It'd be the Rams or the Steelers. Maybe the Steelers just get you because they're that
At
team.
Vikings, if JJ somehow is like elite, but I don't.
Yeah, I guess we got Devontae Adams.
J. McCarthy.
That's a lot different from what we saw week 1.
He only throws to one player.
What are we gonna do if JJ's the truth?
What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna still beat him.
We're gonna beat him. Yeah.
I know. I was just trying to think any reason why to do that.
I'm not really on the JJ bandwagon like everybody else.
Yeah, he was the GOAT.
Well, we know Nick's
I need to
on
see
it. That's his team.
Jordan Love was the truth for 7 games. No, we still beat him.
He was.
Well, actually, 7 games he beat us. But
I saw this comment real quick. Cody's just roasting me because I didn't agree with a pick that Brad Holmes made. Dude, like, you're allowed to have a different opinion. Like, Cody, get over it. I didn't love his first draft pick. Go take a lap. Stop. Like, you're fucking pissing me off.
Stop picking on him, Cody, goddamn.
Stop picking on him, Cody.
You go home now.
I can't really sell myself in this Packers
Nick, you're
game.
grounded for the rest of the show. JJ elite.
The only thing is maybe like the fucking... Wait, yeah, that was kind of random.
I don't know what was going through my brain.
That's your Vikings brain acting up.
Yeah.
That's
your Vikings
I'm trying to play.
I'm trying
to play into the bit a little too hard. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just not fucking scared of JJ.
I'm not scared of JJ
at all. At least for sure for year 1.
Definitely not for year 1.
But I
like he's got potential, but he's not gonna.
Yeah, but I feel like it's even like a stretch still. Like we got to see him connect the fucking dots.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess the one thing you can say is like the way he won games under Jim Harbaugh was the same way you're talking about golf. It's like just fucking do what I tell you.
Yeah.
Hand the ball off. When we're ready to throw it, we'll throw it, get the guy open. Like that's that type of offense they got over there. He did that under Harbaugh, so maybe there's that. But he also threw a lot of bad picks in college.
Yeah, he did.
And that's at the collegiate level. Against teams like fucking Toledo.
Don't worry, he's not playing against Bowling Green. It's all right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that guy's not fucking scared of me. No offense to the Michigan fans, but like not at all. I gotta see it to believe.
Incoming.
And
got OTC.
I didn't call you soft for backing Brad. I called you soft for not being able to have your own opinion. That's why I called you soft.
And the Bears situation too, week 2 for them. That's a complicated offense from Nick Johnson. Is it going to be ironed out by week 2 with all those new offensive linemen?
Yes.
With Caleb Williams, who's kind of like
no.
Caleb Williams, who loves to play hero ball versus like sticking to like what you got going on.
I guarantee week 2 against the Lions, Caleb Williams is going to have some kind of goofy, stupid turnover where he misses a pitch or tries to do a super spicy Ben Johnson backwards throw, and Hutch is just going to be like, all right, thanks.
Yeah.
Just like he's going to have some trying to do too hard kind of turnover week 2. I could smell it.
He's such a weird fucking guy to watch. Like, there's some throws you're like, God damn, that was fucking nuts. But there's some where it's like, what were you doing there? I don't know.
Yeah. He's a gunslinger. That's what they do, man.
I just can't wait for football.
Easy. What's the part of the schedule that's like the most concerning or exciting for you?
Chris showing a lot of shoulder today.
You know, it's shoulder day. Shoulders.
Trying to get a ride home from Luke or something.
Shout out American Eagle is clean.
For me, it's dog. It's a dog ass schedule. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could stretch this all the way out to week 11 and be like, that whole fucking section is insane.
Talk about stretched out, dude. Chris and shirt up there.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Count that baby in a foul.
I was popping a lot of shoulder in that booth. A lot of shoulder hanging out of that booth. Oh, jeez. Luke's gonna go to fucking HR. He's kept looking over his shoulder at me.
This kid's gonna be a star.
Oh shit.
Chris, you can throw that shirt away when you go home.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck no.
Alright. I'm sorry. Fuck. Oh. All right, let's go to break. We got to go to break. Tell us about Mad Packs. That's me. Mad Packs. Shout out Mad Packs, dude. No matter how many shoulders you got, Mad Packs is here for you. High-low pre-rolls, boom shakalaka, and the Blizzard Pack THCA Moon Rocks. Check them out at getmadpacks.com. They're in stores now. Mad smoke, mad flavor, Mad Packs.
Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce here to keep you in the game, performing at your best. For more information, visit him at MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or give him a call at 248-426-9944.
What up, welcome back to Red Sox Live on Sports.com. I'm joined by some more action. Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. We got Skywalker in the building as well. Sorry about that. We were Chris.
313 Kurt says Chris shirt screaming Lotto, I don't fit you.
Looking like a cyclone hit you.
Oh man.
I gotta find it, and then that's my bad. I put it on the sheet, but I didn't send the graphic in. Did you see Bucky Brooks had his power rankings already? And the Lions were number 8. It's whatever. It's like you said, Smitty. We got the best coach for this scenario.
And now we need
We have a guy that can muster up motivation out of fucking nothing.
We're back.
And now you're giving that bulletin board material.
The underdog shtick is back, dude.
To be honest with you, Smitty, it kind of ties into something else. And maybe I shouldn't spill it right now. But like, did you watch the interviews for the offensive coaches?
No, I don't think so.
I just remember the come up. Who we had was Coach Staley. Remember Deuce Staley?
Running
back coach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Him and Aaron Glenn just chirping each other in practice.
Oh, when it first started?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were in, yeah.
So the guy we just hired at running back coach, Cesar Choice, is best friends with Kelvin Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
And they got that same type of relationship. He was talking about, like, we might even fight each other.
Hey, I
would have
that
same energy
linebacker,
at practice.
running back, like.
Yeah, and they play together, too. They play together with the Bills, and they play together, I forgot, the Colts as well.
Yeah.
They're best friends. They're both from Atlanta. Like I said, before they were even here in Detroit together, they talked to each other every single day. That's half the reason Cesar Choice came here, because he saw Kelvin Shepard's growth as a coach since he started here in Detroit as like assistant to now fucking defensive coordinator. But you have the same type of energy in practice as well. Like I don't know, man. I'm not really worried about this coaching staff.
No,
at all.
No, me either.
Not enough where I'm putting them, fucking ranking them 8th.
Not enough where I'm ranking them, and that's what it is.
And the command,
every single person, and like I said, I'm not gonna say this is unjustifiable for this to be your reasoning, but if every single person says it's because of the coaching staff and losing Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn and stuff like that, and if you think that's going to take a 15-win team that didn't have basically their entire starting defense and make them lose 6 more games, like, well, whatever, man. I mean, sure. You think those guys were that important? They're important, don't get me wrong, but 6 wins? Come on now. Shep, I love Shep. I think we've talked about our confidence level in those guys.
Yeah. So I think
like looking at the Slappy gimmick, I think that obviously this town, you've had a lot of Slappies in this town for a long time. It's because Detroit fans love their team, Detroit fans love their city, and they're going to back their guys. They're always in their corner. And for a long time, the Detroit Lions were not worthy of that kind of expectation or that kind of praise. So that's where you got laughed at. When you had guys saying the Lions were going to win 12, 13 games, and then they go out there and win 0-16, it's like, yeah, okay, these guys are slappies. Every year you have the guy that, oh, this is my Super Bowl, whether it was Rob Marinelli, Bob, whoever was leading the team. You had guys saying, oh, they're going to win the Super Bowl. This is here. And those guys got mocked. Those guys got laughed at. For the first time in my life, and I am a grown man, this team is worthy of that expectation. This team is worthy of saying they can win 12, 13 fucking games because they are that good, because they are built that structurally sound, and because they have the leadership in place from the top down to establish that kind of culture. So now when you say, oh, you're a slappy, it doesn't hurt as much because this team has proven to you now for a couple years in a row that they are worthy of that expectation, that they are worthy of that praise, and that they are worthy of that trust.
Mark Walson, Browns a trap game. But I really want to read this one from Damian McLean in the Woodward Sports Chat. Obviously, Chicago Bears fan. Says, please explain to me how in the hell the Detroit Lions defense going to stop all these players. We got on our own offense. Loveland, Burden, DJ, Rome, Cole, hell, even DeAndre Swift. Let's not forget Ben.
You lost me.
Ben who?
Ben Johnson.
Oh.
I'm not worried about a single fucking person
Those
on
were
offense.
all mid. You just named all mid players.
DJ Moore is the only one on that list.
DJ Moore is very good.
That anybody's fearing.
I think Burden will be pretty good. Do you want me to be scared of a rookie? No.
No. Same thing with Loveland. Up until
Rome
up until
looks like he's
recently,
got
tight ends
potential.
always took at least 2 years to get going in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then the ones that did get going were like either they had to be like the number one option, like my man in the Raiders last year, or they were masked behind a brilliant offense like Ben did, I guess, with Sam Laporta.
And
you could say that for Loveland, but we still got to see it.
Throw it to Loveland across the middle against the Lions. Do it. I want to see if he'll hold on to it when Brian Branch hits him in his chest. You have good rookies and good, nice upcoming players. We have all pros.
Yeah, you just tried to fucking scare us away with at least 3 question marks there.
Rookies.
Yeah.
What about these first year guys?
Oh, yeah?
You gotta be scared of that.
That literally Colson Loveland and Luther Burden is the fucking meme of the fucking dudes.
I hate to be the guy who goes up against us.
Yeah. Literally. I'm not fucking sweating those guys at all.
Could they be good? Absolutely, they could be good.
Well, you barely did shit with DJ Moore and fucking Keenan Allen.
Yes. Keenan Allen is better than Luther Burden right now.
Keenan Allen was your best receiver last year.
Easily.
He's gone. Like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Bears fans are... You want to talk about slappies and delusionals? Right there. Every year, these boys think they're going to the fucking Super Bowl. Every year, they think they're going to win the division. Hasn't happened yet.
Sorry.
Which one?
So who do you think?
I mean, they're all out.
That's true. I'd take it.
It's a one in the white, I assume.
It is a great day.
Get a haircut.
Cole
Kmet is mid, by the way, too.
Cole Kmet is mid.
Yeah, he's mid. Colson is obviously like more of a receiving threat.
Tight end was a stud.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
You were picking him off your fucking waivers in fantasy last year. Like, come on.
And the reason we're gonna stop him, I said it at the start of the show. I'm gonna say it again. Aiden Hutchinson was about to lead the league in sacks, and Kirby Joseph led the league in interceptions. Like, you have 2 guys, one on the front line, one on the back, that are literally the best in the NFL at their job doing what they're supposed to do. That's how you're going to get stopped. That's how a lot of these guys are going to get stopped.
You put the Lions lineup next to the Bears, and at the very least, just off the top of my head, the Detroit Lions have the 5 best players in the matchup. At the very least, without even looking at it.
Not even fucking close.
Yeah, that's being generous, too. 5 is generous.
Yeah. It's not even like a slappy. Like literally talking like Nick said, all pros.
All pro, first team.
Versus
multiple.
Yeah. I don't know. Dream on, fucking loser.
Dream on.
Did you see the Minnesota?
Do you see
the Minnesota Timberwolves fan doing coke at the fucking?
Yes, I did.
That explains.
People are saying it's snuff, but
what is snuff?
It's like dried tobacco.
You snort snuff?
Yeah,
that's a thing.
You just rip it.
Why would you fucking sign yourself to snort anything?
Canadians, they're Canada adjacent in Minnesota.
Are they? I don't.
Did you guys see like the French leaders or something?
They're like a state full of Yoopers, dude. Minnesota.
I think Wisconsin.
Welcome to Minnesota.
I'm gonna look up the
they
map.
speak like Canadians.
Did you guys see like the French leaders that like allowed the media to come in and then they were like kind of ruffling to hide like the bag that they had on their fucking like table?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant at the Timberwolves game. I was like, what?
No.
Oh, they are right there with Canada.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's like the whole state of Upers.
For some reason, I thought Wisconsin hung over them a little bit, but no. I guess the bottom part.
Shout out.
That's why they're so good at hockey.
Shout Wisconsin.
Shout Wisconsin.
Yeah, that
Shout
makes
out.
sense. Loveland and Cole are going to eat in the middle, especially Loveland. Damian, shut the fuck up until you see him.
Yeah, like
just do me that favor. Like, don't come in here bragging about a fucking rookie, please.
Hasn't taken a snap.
You
yet.
sound like a fucking moron. I'm sorry. I was trying to be nice. Don't come in here bragging about a goddamn rookie they've yet to see play. A guy was fucking hurt when he got drafted. Shut the fuck up.
Lunchbox says Loveland not even the best tight end in the draft. I agree.
Agreed.
I think he's third.
Everyone was surprised who he was taken there. Whatever. I'm sorry. That was mean. I apologize. But can we...
It's not mean. Sometimes you gotta tell an idiot they're an idiot.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I appreciate watching the show, but, like, can we see him on the fucking field before we tried parading him as, like, a fucking, like, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think Loveland's going to be good. I like him as a prospect, but I'm not worried about Colston Loveland as a year one tight end.
Not at all.
The only reason Brock Bowers did what he did was because there was literally nobody else.
Sorry, I was reading something. People in Chicago don't know what it's like to have a real you-know-what. I don't know what he means by that. Gun?
A what? Wait, what?
I don't know. Anakin said people in Chicago don't know what it's like to have a real you-know-what. I don't know what he meant by that. It was the first comment I seen, so I read it. But I was talking about the Timberwolves guy doing fucking cocaine because that makes sense for all the Vikings takes as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Other crackhead fan base.
Is it cold in Minnesota? It's always snowing. I guess.
Cold like Minnesota.
Top 10 defense incoming. I like Calvin.
When
Shepard a lot,
healthy,
too.
yeah. When healthy. If they stay healthy, absolutely. They were top 5 before they all died.
I guess the other thing I'd say, too, it's the comparison. Because I get if you're trying to compare the Detroit Lions coaching situation to what the Eagles had in 2023. Like, that makes sense. That's a very, very talented team that you got nothing out of. They got fucking rang out by the Buccaneers, who barely made the playoffs that season. But guys like Calvin Shepard that you have, we talk about this, Spagnuolo fucking bragging, talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have Ben Johnson.
Shout out to Damian McLean in the Woodward Sports Chat. He says, it's all good, bro. I appreciate you reacting to my comments.
Yeah, I
Shout
apologize. My mind was just like short circuiting there, bro. I can't.
He has a very short fuse for Bears fans too.
Well, I just can't connect the fucking dots with a rookie tight
But we
end.
appreciate you supporting the show.
Coming in and dominating. By the way, the guys that roam in our middle is Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, and Jack Campbell. I'll throw him in that conversation too. I see him taking a little bit of a step up from what we saw last year at the very least. ETN, as a Rams fan, the Bears are the most annoying fan base in the NFC North pretty easily.
Vikings.
Shout out to ETN. And yeah, I would still say, because with the Bears right now, it's cute. It's funny. Actually, both are cute and funny. The Vikings did, things was getting a little crazy last year with the record, and I will say that. But the Bears is they're laughable right now.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
They're rebuilt.
Back to back to back off-season champs, though. They don't think they're rebuilding.
That's true. They've got a good base. I think Chicago is going to be good, but yeah. We got to see it.
Yeah, let's go to break, come back, continue this conversation, maybe sneak in a little bit of Chris's basketball.
Let me tell you about Caesar Sportsbook. Caesar Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Use promo code Woodward1000 to get your first bet up to $1,000 back and bonus bets if it doesn't hit. Make sure you tap in. Again, scan that QR code and use promo code Woodward1000. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at WoodwardSports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Follow Woodward Sports at Woodward Sports for the best Detroit sports content in the game. Breaking news, live reactions from all your favorite Detroit sports hosts. Make sure you're giving us a follow on YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch. Anywhere you get your Detroit sports content, Woodward Sports, the #1 digital sports network, is there. Give us a follow at Woodward Sports.
Speedy, who are your top 5 teams power rank right now?
In the NFL?
NFL.
Top 5. Number 1, I mean, got to go with the Eagles, right? They're the defending champs. They lost a little bit, but I think it's kind of over-exaggerated what they lost in the offseason. Like, they still retained some of the pieces. If Jahad Campbell could play, that's a great piece with them. Number 2, I'll go the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think they got better. I think Josh Allen's just going to keep getting better as he matures more in his career. At number 3, I'll go the Baltimore Ravens. I think locking down Derrick Henry was important for that offense. He's comfortable now. That makes Lamar Jackson happy. They're going to be explosive.
Who'd they draft?
They
had a good-ass draft, by the way, too.
They did, yeah. They
drafted Mike Green.
Yeah. Get out here, you. I'm looking at the Lions at number 4. Obviously, we talked about it. I don't think they're going to lose much in the replacing their coordinators. And then at number 5, I'll put.
Yeah, they got Malachi Starks too in the first one. I forgot. Ravens.
Yeah, Malachi Starks and Mike Green is pretty nuts. I'll go KC at 5 because
you got to.
You have to.
Yeah, I think it was Chef we were talking with last night. Or if I heard it anywhere else, but they're talking about the close games they had last year. But it's like, sure, but like they won every single fucking one of them. Like the clutch factor.
Oh yeah.
But Mahomes and that group is insane.
It's insane, and they're a dynasty. Like still. Scott Klingler, our guy.
Let Scott
call in the Woodward Sports chat. He says Eagles 1, Chiefs 2, Bills 3, Ravens 4, Lions 5.
I'm
not
fine
mad
with
at that.
I'm fine with that. Nick, who's your top 5?
I got Eagles, Lions, Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Commanders.
In that order?
Yeah, I threw the Commanders in 6 because I think they are starting to
do it one
turn
more
the
time?
corner.
Sorry.
Eagles, Lions, Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Commanders. I think the Chiefs take a step back this year, and I think you see that in the AFC where they don't ultimately beat the Bills or the Ravens. I thought that Mark Andrews drop is why I have the Ravens here at 3. If you guys don't recall, the Ravens should have obviously won that game.
Yeah.
I might go.
I had Ravens 2, right? Or 3?
No,
you got them.
Yes.
I had Bills 2. Yeah.
Bills 2.
Which I think they should be Bills 2.
Yeah.
Like they beat pretty handily. They kind of whooped our ass.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And they're only going to get better.
And I don't think they lost any coaches.
We didn't have Hutch, though.
They're the only team in the
They beat the
NFL,
fuck
and
out
I
of
don't
us.
know
I
how
don't know.
long, but they're favored in every single game on their schedule.
The Bills?
Yeah.
Damn.
They've got they play
you
in the
wanna pull up
AFC
their
East.
schedule?
Yeah,
Yeah, they won the East like week 10 last year or something.
Yeah,
It was
they
something
play in
crazy.
the worst division in football.
They won it like
or
week 13, 14.
NFC.
Josh Allen was able to do whatever the hell he wanted. I think with a healthy Hutch, that looks different though.
That for sure.
That's why I have the Lions
Absolutely.
higher.
He won't be able to run around back there for
Just
20
doing
minutes. with
whatever
fucking
he
Hutch
wants.
out there.
That was such
That's
a
fair.
that game broke my spirit.
Yeah, that was Josh Allen. Like, hey guys, I'm the MVP. Like that was a nuts.
Our offense is struggling in that one a little bit too, though.
All right, Bills got.
That's fair.
Week 1 at the Ravens. Ooh.
Does everybody have Eagles 1?
Ravens home.
Yeah.
Jets.
What'd you say?
Everybody has Eagles 1.
Yeah,
And
you kind of just have to.
So outside of their division games of obviously Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets, they've got the Browns. Well, they play a similar schedule to us, except they've got. Oh no, never mind.
What?
So they play the AFC East as well. Steelers, Bengals.
AFC North. AFC North.
Yeah, AFC North. Excuse me.
That's
but
tough
they
one.
also play the Saints and the. That's why they play
play
the
the South?
they play the NFC South.
Oh, dude, that's free
So they've
money.
got Falcons, Saints, Bucks,
That's pretty easy.
and Texans. Yeah, but they also play the Eagles, and the Bengals and the Steelers.
They don't play
and
the
the
Panthers?
Chiefs. They play the Panthers. Yeah,
Watch out.
yeah.
Trap game.
Trap could be a trap game.
Trap.
Panthers actually have a tough schedule.
at 10
Okay,
wins,
yeah.
right?
So they play the. That's why they have a favorite in all their games. Their favorite against the Chiefs at Kansas City.
I mean, they beat them at home last year. That game.
Being a favorite at Kansas City and at Philadelphia and these are all home. What am I talking about?
Okay,
That makes more sense.
that makes a lot more sense.
They're home against Baltimore, home against Kansas City, home against Cincinnati, and home against Philadelphia.
The Ronan's his top 5 is Eagles, Lions, Bucks, Commanders, Rams. Oh, that's NFC. I was going to say, hold on, wait a minute now.
NFC South is free for sure, minus the Bucks are a good team. But yeah, playing the NFC South, that makes sense.
I might go Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Lions, and then Commanders.
Over the Chiefs?
Over the Chiefs.
Yeah, you're right, Chiefs.
Yeah, I can't put the Commanders over the
Yeah,
Chiefs
you're
yet.
right.
Commanders are up there. I'll
You're
put the
there.
Rams up there as well.
They're still like, I feel like you still got to see. Do you think Jane has a sophomore slump?
I mean, I didn't think
year
C.J.
tape?
Stroud was going to have a sophomore slump, and he did.
Yeah. Yeah. And he consecutively, like the best rookie season by quarterback.
Yeah.
And Jane Daniels like holding my beer.
But Jaden Daniels' team got better. Like you said, they added Debo
Well,
Samuel.
we thought the Texans
Stephon
got way
Diggs.
better. We thought they got way better.
Yeah, maybe Debo's as big of a cancer as Stephon Diggs.
I don't think he's a good receiver. You know,
He's not that good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good like safety valve gadget guy.
Yeah.
He's like fat Percy Harvin.
Yeah. That's a perfect description.
Yeah.
He
Or
is
short
fat Percy
Cordero
Harvin.
Patterson.
Yeah, and one of the two.
Yeah.
That's fairly on point. I think Terry McLaurin's still a dog. I like they got Larry Tunsil. The thing with Jaden Daniels too, I think was a little bit different than C.J. Stroud. Although Stroud could do it, where he's like extending plays, turning chicken shit into chicken soup.
Texans did have injuries.
That's kind of what Jaden Daniels did all year, really.
He did.
I don't think that's gonna like slump off. It's not really a film, thing you
No,
study.
you saw the ability to extend plays and keep your eyes down the field. Maybe he gets too
feeling himself a little too much.
feeling himself, and he's trying to do stuff like that and just starts getting fucking lit
Yeah.
up. But he's still an insane talent.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if he snuck in anybody's top. I'll leave top 6.
313 Kurt says CETN Spenny fucks with the Rams. The Rams are good, man. The Rams arguably should have beat the Eagles last year.
It was very fucking close.
Yeah.
Didn't what's his name fumble the running back a few times?
Kyron Williams fumbled twice.
Yeah.
Kyron's a dog.
Kyron is a dog, but
I don't
them
know.
adding.
In the biggest moments, he'd be fucking up. I ain't gonna lie.
Really? What,
Yeah,
did
he
he have
does.
another bad
He does choke.
underperformance?
Yeah, he had like
big
54
game?
yards against us.
Yeah.
But we hold shit down.
Yeah,
in the run
but
game.
that I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say that's us. That's us.
It's the Rams' offensive line that will let them down, really. I
And they-
mean,
and they paid money to fucking beef it up.
yeah. But they still have their defensive line is young and full of playmakers.
yeah.
Obviously, Puka and Devontae Adams, that might be the best wide receiver
Did they
duo in the
upgrade their
league.
running-
Probably
or-
is the best wide receiver duo in the league.
Did they upgrade their offensive line at all?
They had to have. There's no way they're just going back with the same team. I don't know. Let me see.
Who? The Rams.
They got rid of Jonah Jackson.
Yeah, Jonah Jackson's
yeah,
gone.
Anything. I know they got rid of him, but I was wondering if they had any notable high draft pick capital or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't shame.
I'll
take them any number.
I do. Small titties are fine.
Those are fake, probably.
Probably Birmingham tits.
I'm not.
Fentanyl tits, the worst.
Fan.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, no,
it.
nothing wrong with some small titties.
By the numbers.
They got.
That does not make
Steve Avila
sense.
is who they got started. It's obviously he was a rookie last year. Coleman Shelton. No, their offensive line is still buns, dude.
Yeah.
Alaric Jackson, Steve Avila, Coleman Shelton, Kevin Dotson, and Rob Havenstein. You remember Havenstein?
I do remember Havenstein. He got fucking cooked.
Yeah, he was getting cooked. He's their starting right tackle. Alaric Jackson, that sounds familiar.
Easy E3-3, Tesla next Cooper Cup. I fucking hope so. Gave up a lot to get him.
It's a Nick question.
That is a Nick question.
Those are extremely high expectations for Tesla. But I mean, if we can.
No, he's more Puka than Cooper Cup.
This is still two crazy comparisons, though.
I mean, I'm just saying for how he looks.
How about a Jordy
with
Nelson?
the color of his skin? Yeah. Based on the color of his skin, I'd say he'd be between Eric Decker and Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, exactly.
Or will he be a Riley Cooper?
No, we don't like that.
Yeah.
A little bit of Wes Welker in there.
Yeah, his quarterback was Michael Vick. He still ate that season.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Think of Chris Durham. No, I'm just kidding. No,
On steroids.
He's extremely athletic, man.
Dude, Stafford was so good. He has thinking Chris Durham was a fucking
Kenny Galladay, bro.
KG.
I think he. Do you hear the stories about him?
He's just a crash out.
He would show up like drunk at practice, just like smelling like booze and shit like that.
Yeah, I did. I do remember that.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
I think once he got the bread, all that shit went to his head.
Bars.
Just with the Giants, just in New York getting toasty.
Yeah, fucking banging cokehead models and shit.
Yeah.
Every night for sure. He was.
Lines of
Svetlana Russian cokehead
Yeah,
model.
just fucking railing her.
Allegedly.
That bitch is probably fine as fuck.
Bird chestnut. Yeah,
yeah, dude.
The models are all super
Allegedly.
skinny. Allegedly, yeah. But no, I can see that.
No, for sure he was doing it.
He was definitely doing. He did something.
He fell off the face of the earth.
He went from. Didn't he lead the league in touchdowns, and then he fucking didn't catch a ball, or he had like 6 catches the next year?
Taylor Decker had more touchdown passes than him that following year.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's 2 years after, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he fell off the planet, dude. And he could never get separation. That was never his bag. But
That's
he was
why Stafford
going up,
was perfect for him.
Stafford was just putting it out there, and he was going up and mossing dudes.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
And that was like prime Stafford.
I wanted us to re-sign him.
Late Lions,
I know,
early
a lot of people
Rambier
did.
Stafford was
Did you?
crazy.
Or did you know the inside scoop?
I did not know the inside scoop at the time, but I just wasn't about paying wide receivers at that time.
Yeah, I didn't
we
want
just
to
weren't in a
pay
position to pay a guy like that.
How do you feel about trading 3 third-rounders for a wide receiver in the 3rd round?
Not a fan, Nick. I am not a fan.
Tesla!
Bitches want the paddock, not Philippe.
I do like Tesla. The one clip we saw, I didn't like the separation in it, but
True.
This is
I
one
knew
clip.
that was like going to be talked about immediately.
Yeah.
It was like it was a sick catch, but he was also like corner was right on him.
Maybe that's how players going to be, but
I'm curious to see how they're
I wanna
going
play that
to
game with
use them. You know, like this trading 3 third-rounders isn't a guy that you don't expect to play like a Manu or like.
I think it is because they gave a
Hooker
3rd rounder to
one.
get Manu in the 4th.
They did
But
do
that was
but
one
I also think
3rd-rounder,
he's gonna
not
play.
3.
He's going to play.
I don't know, man.
I think he will as well.
I think
he has like a set plan for him,
I
or
think
else
so,
like
too.
He
Yeah.
might have like a certain formation. You might see him in, like, okay, we like him better here
you
than
go
Tim.
4
would be a set plan.
wideouts. I mean, who's going to be the 4th wideout?
I think we should.
I'm putting him out there before Khalif Raymond. No disrespect.
no disrespect.
Unless he like looks
whatsoever.
just stupid.
I mean, they're different guys. Yeah, like, what do you want in the play?
No
Like a lot of
disrespect
swat. Fast guy?
whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell
Got a
everybody the
4-3
truth.
or 4-4.
Cleve Raymond faster.
Is he?
Yeah. Cleve Raymond's like one of the fastest guys on the team. I don't know what he ran in his 40. I'd still say he's faster than Tesla in his
Get a
prime.
4.34.
Yeah.
Holy Cross. Shout out.
Shout out. I fucking
one of God's warriors, brother.
Shout out,
brother. Knights of Columbus unite.
Knights of Columbus, brother. Let's go to break.
Still crazy.
All right, Kenny got a.
What, dude, I am a soldier in the Lord's holy army, Chris. Allegedly, don't put me on this.
Not laughing at it. It's just.
Oh damn, he still had like 500 yards that
Don't
first year in New York.
disrespect me, Chris. I'll fucking.
No
I'm a paladin. No.
500 yards.
In a while, but
Yeah.
Bunch of.
He had 1,190 his career high and 11 touchdowns in 2019. Matty
Wait,
Stafford.
what was it? Sorry.
It
11
was
touchdowns.
1,190 and 11 touchdowns. Yeah,
It's a pretty damn good season.
pretty fucking good season, and only 65
16
receptions.
games. 65 receptions.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that is nuts. And yes, only 16 games.
Almost
Some were saying he's better than J-Bo.
Some were saying he's better than J-Mo. All right, let's go to break. Tell us about merch.
Let me tell you about merch. If you're tired of the same old Detroit sports merch, head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today. Get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that, all teams,
tomatoes.
all season. Make sure you are tapping in for the best Detroit sports merch in the game. Woodward Sports.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Buddy's Pizza created the category of the original Detroit-style pizza and has been serving it since 1946. With 22 locations in Michigan, there's always a Buddy's Pizza near you. Buddy's is a cornerstone of the city of Detroit, being here for 79 years and is a dedicated community partner. With notable partnerships with local organizations like the Michigan Humane Society, the Salvation Army, the Detroit Zoo, and more. Save 10% off your entire order using promo code 10MEAL. That's the number 10, MEAL. Go find a location near you at buddyspizza.com.
God damn, Chris, you're good. I saw that.
What?
I saw that on live action. You getting to work.
What?
That video.
All right. We're not doing this.
You got it?
No, yeah, I'm getting it.
No, I'm complimenting you.
Oh, okay.
We've confused them too much today. I'm sorry, bud.
I'm sorry, Chris.
We're sorry.
You got battered housewife syndrome.
Sorry, man. This is tighter out. It's cutting off circulation to the brain. It's just,
no, that bitch ain't tight.
Yeah, that bitch ain't tight enough.
Not cutting off.
it's tightening more structure.
Hey, we play. So some Vikings creator came out.
Damn, I feel bad
It's
now.
the Lions will finish dead last in the NFC North.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, he said this.
Oh, Jesus. We can't
I was capping about everything I just said about the Detroit Lions. I'm just upset my girl asked for 53 hall passes so she can get Bonnie Blue out by the Detroit Lions final roster. She asked for 2 more hall passes for Broderick Martin alone. Plus, I'm pissed we haven't beat the Lions in almost 5 years. Dan Campbell really is our daddy. Dan Campbell has beat Kevin O'Connell worse than Tyreek Hill beats his wife.
Whoa.
Oh,
Jesus.
What a crash out.
Yeah, that guy.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm glad they're coming for sense, though. You know. What was that?
What is that? Gust to win.
I'm too high for that right now, dude.
Yeah, dude. I just get shot.
That sounded like a tunnel wind.
Sounded like
went
some
through a
fucking
tunnel.
James Bond throws at somebody.
Sounds like the noise of a fucking starter menu in a video game.
Yeah.
That's the Wukong about to pop out this bitch.
So, yeah, somebody just turned on GTA or something. Nick's
Damn.
like, all right, not doing that one anymore.
No, dude, that's in the back pocket.
Why is it in there? Is it a song or is it a sound
It's
effect?
Impact. It's like an impact.
One more time.
There's somebody in the chat, I forget who it is right now. He loves this one.
What do you mean he loves this? I never heard it in my life until.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have your headphones in though. I do it like
the Roadrunner or something. One more time.
What's like a?
It's like an impact.
It sounds like like you won like I don't know.
What's the scenario where you use it?
Past you.
Yeah, it kind of. Yeah, I don't.
Putting up maybe if
I use it for like
and it's putting one line at a time.
You just perfectly sync that up with Chris.
I mean, gotta be nice like that.
Jericho sounds like I just failed a mission. Like
that is
like
a
you
good
fall
one.
off a cliff and you get like revived. Like
that does sound like a wasted.
My bad to distract you. That's funny you haven't heard it. I don't know if you haven't had
I never
your
I never really have
headphones
headphones in. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about us.
That'd make more sense.
Yeah.
Well, I can hear you.
Don't care about the
I got the
drops and the
headphones for
music
Jared.
I
I
play.
can't hear him when he's
Jerry does. Yeah, Jerry's got to speak up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to put some bass in his voice.
Jerry.
Shout out, Jerry.
It's always better to be louder in this world than too quiet.
Sino,
People could always
313.
turn you down.
Lunchbox says, "Damn, make that sound, bro. Can't, man. LMAO. Yeah, it's a lunchbox. I love
Tennis
it.
racket?
Or hates
Oh,
it.
let's
I
see.
don't know.
Tennis racket. Try it.
You have that?
One more time. One more time. Backhand.
It's like
Maybe if you're fucking like Thor or something.
do it when I drop my fucking. Ready? Go.
Yeah. All
right
right.
there.
Next one. I'll find out what the best comparison.
I got one. Ready?
One sec. I gotta find it again.
I figure I'll break something here. They can't see it.
No.
Your fat ass hand was covering it.
Ready?
All right. Now we're just fucking around with
This
it.
is great for the audio people.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Here's one. Do it.
Nah.
No.
The ring was nice though. That was great improv.
I think it is like almost like a super speed, like flying by,
Yeah.
like a.
I can see that.
Like Superman.
Like J-Mo.
Yeah. That sounds like
J-Mo.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go.
If I come across J-Mo on the field, you hear the.
Grommet. It's the sound of aura.
Damn it, Nick.
Damn you, dude. I'm gonna fucking hurt myself.
What?
Thanks, Nick.
All right. Sounds like 007 Nintendo 64. It's a good one. What other
Shout out.
drops you got in there? You
Shout
got any
out
cool
Gold
stuff
Eye.
that we haven't heard?
I think it.
That's my favorite.
I thought this one was good earlier.
Acknowledge me.
I like that one.
This is probably my favorite drop in the system.
I'm still going to bang R. Kelly at most functions, right?
That is
That's a
extremely
crazy
funny.
sentence, dude.
This one's pretty fun.
Tell him Spencer Rex.
Yeah.
Tell him Spencer
Shout out
Rax from Shaq.
Shaq shouting me out. Pretty awesome. No big deal.
Yeah.
So sick, I know you do.
Yeah. It's so cool that me and Shaq are close personal friends.
Yeah.
Dude, I have the number of Shaq's
There's
friends.
not many of like those just like noises, so that's why I kind of like that impact one. Not sure
Funk
what that
Master Flex. Funk
Never
Master
forget.
Flex.
I dropped
Oh, yeah.
87 bars.
It's this.
All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll figure out mailbag on the way back. Tell us about White Claw, Nick.
Shout out
no
White
laws when you're on
Claw. You guys ready for this? It's the heavyweights taking over at McShane's Irish Pub. Calling all Tiger fans, join us for the White Claw Tigers Watch Party Tour. Woodward Sports will be hitting 4 of the top bars in Detroit to watch the Tigers game live on the network. Join the Woodward Heavyweights as we hit McShane's Irish Pub, Nemo's Bar, second best in Old Miami. Be part of the fun and see our reactions live on Woodward Sports Network to one of the hottest teams in baseball. Join Spencer and Easy on Friday, May 23rd for our first watch party at McShane's in Corktown. It's the White Claw Watch Party Tour, brought to you by Easttown Distributors and Venn Johnson Law.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Reggie bitches want the petting. Nah, Philippe. What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. We got, Lions just posted a video of, I haven't watched it yet. They literally just posted it 1 minute ago of Deshae Townsend talking about Terrion Arnold and what he's going to do next year. So let's listen to it for the first time together.
How have you seen Terrion come back this spring, and just some expectations for him going into what's expected to be kind of a big jump of a year for him?
I think any expectation of any time you get a chance to have as many reps as he had, it helps you. You know, the only way you can get better is to get a chance to rep. And he understands how they're attacking him, and he found out about himself. Like, what do I do best? How can I make those strengths more stronger? And then my weaknesses, what do I do now this offseason to make them better? And, just conversating throughout the process before he got back. And then she grabbed me right now. We was in the office watching tape just now. So he is trying to be the best player he can be. And that's what it takes. Like, you have to work on your craft. You have to find out how you can get better in the offseason, and he's working at it.
Love to hear that. And that's just, I mean, if you're going to hear any, like, oh, no, he's making music, he's making rap songs, he's never going to be good, we're cooked because Terrion Arnold's putting out rap songs. Like, no. This is the type of guy that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell like. This is the type of guy that they bring into the team, and they've built this team around. This guy's that's going to be the best player they could possibly be, do everything they can to make themselves better and anything they can for the team. And this, obvious, what's the coach going to say? But it's good to hear that your rookie cornerback who's coming off of apparently this disastrous season for some Lions fans, even though I put the numbers out there the other day, and he's very similar, if not better, than the vast majority of rookie corners last year. Good to hear he's locked in, he's getting ready. We're going to need him to step up big next year.
For sure. Do you think he becomes DB1?
I think he very well can.
I think he can too.
He's got the potential. He's got the size. Like, we saw him in cover. Like, last year, we all know. It wasn't that he was getting burnt. Like, he wasn't running down the field alone because nobody was near him. He was in there. He was in hip pockets. So once he learns the little nuances of NFL cornerbacking, like when to turn your head, when to get your hands up, when to do different things
went
like
through
that.
last year.
Yeah, we saw it throughout the season projectively get better, but now, I expect a big jump.
Calvin Shepard's come out and say it. Obviously, Deshae Townsend, although he was asked directly about it. But let's go back to the mailbag. We got one from DNC ENT. He said, how many coaches will be in New York come January? Boone, Tibbs, Dabble, all out of here. How many wins for the New York Giants?
How many wins?
Mm-hmm. Got to pull up their schedule. Let's do that.
I'd have to see their schedule, yeah.
I'm not even going to say their schedule. I'm going to say 6 max.
I feel like that might be not good, but sneaky better than what people are thinking.
With who's playing quarterback?
Jackson Dart, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in 6 wins.
We got Durs boys. Ooh, they play the NFC or they play the AFC West. So yeah,
West. I would lock West.
They play the Giants, the Commanders, and the Cowboys.
Start the season off
Giants
with Commanders.
Are trash.
They also play the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, the 49ers, the Patriots.
Wait, so is Reds away while they start the season on the road. Already Commanders W, Cowboys W.
What? The Giants?
Chiefs, loss. Chargers loss.
They're beating the Commanders week 1.
Fuck the Commanders. How about that?
That's fair. Saints, they can beat the Saints.
I think actually dead ass 2 winnable games. Cowboys Commanders.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Division game, winnable game. Lost to Chargers, lost to Chiefs.
They can beat the Saints.
Win the Saints.
They
lost to the Eagles.
Losing to the Broncos.
Losing to the Broncos. Losing to the Eagles again.
Losing to the Niners.
Losing to the Niners.
They'd still lose.
Well,
Bears,
3
Giants,
wins for them so far.
Bears, Giants, toss-up. They'll lose to the Packers. They'll lose to the Lions.
Yeah.
Patriots toss up.
Toss up.
They'll
Commanders
lose to the Commanders. Lose to the Vikings.
Fuck it. They'll beat the Vikings.
They'll beat the Raiders.
They'll beat the Raiders.
So, yeah.
And the Cowboys
6,
again?
7 wins.
All right, yeah, 6.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
All right. Fair.
Saints are in cap hell. Yeah. Saints. Carr retiring helped, though. I don't know. You remember when Derek Carr went out of the game for the Lions game? He was leading the comeback. They kind of won that game because Derek Carr got hurt.
But
Shout out
Saints,
Uncle Brucey.
The cap has never stopped the Saints from doing half the shit they want.
No,
sick.
dude, I don't understand. They've been in cap hell for 10 years, and they keep signing people.
It's not bit them in the ass once.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
we're just going to keep Alvin Kamara and extend him. What do you mean? You're $300 million...
Yeah, we're going to sign Derek Carr to this big-ass fucking contract.
What do you mean? You're $50 million below the cap. Yeah.
Lions can't afford Jamal Williams. We'll pay him.
Yeah. I know McKaylee thinks the Chiefs are going to win the game, but I don't know.
She's a big Chiefs gal.
Big Chiefs gal.
Big Chiefs gal. Sounds like I'm talking Jamaican.
Yeah,
Big Chiefs gal.
Big Chiefs gal.
Are you guys really hyping up the Giants right now? Am I reading this?
We just said 6
Okay, yeah.
wins.
All right, 6 tops. Okay, thank God.
Not tops.
Wow, they probably talked Carr into retiring so they get Arch Manning. Their family's from New Orleans.
That'd be smart.
That's a conspiracy for you.
Rat just want the pet.
I mean,
Rat just want the pet. Not
they'll probably get the number 1 overall pick with no
That's
quarterback.
the type to give me in my mood.
The Saints?
I mean, they need a quarterback bad.
I don't know about the Giants.
Shadur definitely wasn't the guy.
Holding on to a hand,
they probably should have drafted Shadur, to be honest with you.
They might be able to sign him if he gets cut.
Just started him immediately. That would definitely get you
somebody on that
Arch
Browns roster is going to get cut, and they'll be probably signed by the Saints or the Steelers. Whether it be Gabriel, Shador, or Flacco. Joe Flacco.
Mailbag, just want to shout out my dog Spinny. Great fight night breakdown with D-Mac today. Would have replied, but driving that semi, I need both hands. Y'all rock. Let's go Red Wings.
Appreciate you, brother. Who's that? You didn't say his name?
The Way fan.
Oh, shout out the Way fan.
Shout out. I don't think I did say it, though.
And work on multitasking. No, I'm kidding.
Mailbag, 1,000 dwarves versus 10 bodybuilders. Who wins?
10 bodybuilders.
1,000 dwarves.
1,000's too
You know how
many.
fucking people? Yeah,
1,000 is a lot, actually. But the
Did
dwarves.
you watch the World's Strongest Man?
So
fight
what? Like
those two?
3 dwarfs equals 1 regular person.
No,
right?
it's like 100. You say 1,000 or 10,000?
1,000.
It's one. How many?
But I'm saying
it's 100 to 1.
And are we talking like?
It's 100 to 1.
When I'm thinking dwarfs,
Yes.
I'm thinking like
No
Snow
way.
White. I'm thinking like
And bodybuilders
cartoon
can't even
dwarfs.
fucking like move. Like they can't move. Well.
Or are we thinking? I don't know. Never mind.
I know a guy
like 2
who
or
can't
3?
wipe his ass. He has like fucking like he needs help with his.
Yeah, but like
what?
Yeah.
That's a bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, bodybuilders.
He's
My
fucking. He can't.
my middle school teacher, Mr. Waz, used to not be able to touch his shoulders because his fucking arms were so
Yeah.
big.
How is that enjoyable in life?
It's people
They got a
become obsessed with
disease.
it.
Get fucking veiny.
Yes, it is.
And your forearms.
It's a
look like
disease.
giant cocks.
Mailbag. If I come to Bucks at Lions this year, then who is buying me a beer? Says JT Olson. Chris.
Chris
will be buying you a beer.
Chris will buy you a beer.
I'll
Great
buy
guy.
you shit.
Just bring him a shirt.
What? I'll buy you shit.
MPWMU in the Woodward Sports Chat says dwarf's fingers looks like baby carrots. It's fair.
Yeah. Baby carrots might be a little bigger.
Spenny, I'm thinking of Tolkien dwarfs. Yes, that would win. They would win. Wraith Dark Flame says Spenny is thinking of Tolkien dwarfs with heavy armor and axes.
DNC. Jesus Christ.
What'd you say? Mailbag easier. Whoa.
I'm not reading that.
Jesus.
Where you guys at with
It's a big Kaminga guy, I guess.
He really wants Kaminga. Where you guys at with it? Because
I mean,
the latest news was signed and trade.
I think we should break it down tomorrow.
I agree.
I know Chris has
Day
some
2.
potential
I agree.
trades.
Just
Chris got some great things to say on that one.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you
Spinny
tapping in. Make
is-
sure you smash that like button for Easy, Nick, Luke, Chris. I'm Spencer with the Heavyweights. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.